Nirvana came down to the WORT station Saturday, and Tyler, Dean, and me, CC, interviewed them in a complete chaotic manner, and bits and pieces of that I'm going to run for the next hour or so on the Farm Report. So, to get that started, let's head in to some Nirvana. Let's start with a piano solo.
Yeah, that's what Chad has to say in this interview.
Is the piano coming?
He's saying it all right now.
Let's all stop talking. We'll start in with the piano solo. Okay.
Don't interrupt him.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Okay, we're starting this like a real interview right now.
All right.
It's glaucoma.
I didn't want to be in charge of this.
All right.
Psoriasis.
Why don't you
I
guys?
had to go to Tacoma
Okay,
for the doctor to see my glaucoma.
We're
That's
talking.
what
With,
Rose told me once.
we're talking with the dudes from Nirvana here.
She has glaucoma, so she can smoke pot.
What does pot have to do with your eyes? It just makes them red.
Yeah,
Nice.
and it's like good for him.
Takes the pressure off from having glaucoma.
Yeah. And she says she could legally smoke it, but I don't think so.
You can.
You can if
Some
you have
people
cancer.
They give it to cancer people to control the nausea.
I wish I had cancer. Me too. Just so I could smoke pot.
The government actually grows pot.
Yeah, there's a strain of pot called a UW strain.
Yeah, I
And,
hear that
they grow
they're.
it at the University of Washington. And
Instantly, they
It's
get on
broken
a
out in the
drug
public.
subject.
I hear that.
Instantly.
Besides giving pot to people who have cancer, they're giving cancer to people who smoke pot now. It's kind of an even trade-off.
Wow.
You're listening to WRT. We are here with members of Nirvana. So how's the band existing as a three-piece? Is it
We were also three-piece.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were only a four-piece for about 4 or 5 months, really.
For the record, and
We
No,
recorded
Jason Everman did not play on the record.
was there any bad terms in the parting? I suppose there's always going to be a little.
Well,
Who do you think you are, Rona Barrett?
yeah. The relationship ended in a brutal beating.
It was ugly, man. It was ugly.
Artistic differences.
Yeah.
Luckily now he found a wig because we shaved his hair and big
I thought maybe you just got rid of him because he was too pretty.
Eyebrows.
Some of you were ugly. I look like Robin Zander, I was told last night.
I was just thinking that. In fact, as I was sitting there staring at you, a Cheap Trick tune was going through my head. I want you to want me. It was
This
just
girl,
going through my
Shane
head.
Tracy, they took a Sean Cassidy book and put Kurt's name in for every time it said Sean Cassidy.
Dude, the
That was
whole
a lot of
book,
work.
A long time. Man.
In the
was
background,
persistent.
we are lucky enough to hear Chad on piano. Before we go any further with this nonsensical interview,
Nonsense.
Nonsense.
let's cut to Nirvana. Well, yeah, let's ask the big question. How did Nirvana come to be?
Well, it's a long story. Kurt and I had a job, tree planting, and we got in a fight with these Mexicans.
We were hired by McDonald's.
That's
to plant
classic.
trees because they feel guilty because cows exhale like methane or something. What about Clydesdale farts?
It's been on McDonald's conscience that.
Yeah.
So
and,
you guys were hired to ease McDonald's conscience.
Yeah. So we were digging through the dumpster, trying to find the bag where they throw the good food away because they only let it be in there for like 10 minutes, and they just throw it out. And we found it. We had massive Big Macs, McDLTs, everything. You know?
You guys
We were
ate so
feasting.
much, you said, hey,
Let's start a band.
Let's start a band.
Yeah. And
It's classic.
and we were making jewelry and stained glass, and we were grinding crystal.
What ages were you at started playing when you started playing?
What was I? I remember in the 6th grade, Kurt, where you had
talent
that
contest?
Muppet drum set, and I had an accordion, and we had a talent show, and we lost. We lost out to a lip sync band.
Oh,
We were
no.
lip syncing the kids.
And you were signed by Sub Pop soon after.
Yeah,
that.
soon after that.
77, 78.
You are listening to WORT 89.9 FM in Madison. On the Farm Report tonight, going into an interview with Sub Pop recording artist Nirvana, playing in town last Friday night at Club Underground. Anyway, so Nirvana's been recording at Smart Studios. I heard that you weren't
We've
doing...
been recording at Get Smart Studios. We walked down this big hall, and these doors open up behind us, and this music plays. Dun, 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 dun.
99?
And then walk down to a phone booth and fall down it. No, then the door slams us and it hits us in the nose.
And how's it been recording with Butch Big? Why did
Wonderful.
you choose Butch instead of
Exciting, fabulous.
Jack?
Well,
And
because
Dino?
Jack was out of town.
Because we can only get along
way
with
before
somebody
Jay
for
in
so
the
long.
alphabet.
Yeah, yeah.
No, it's just Jack was out of town. Trying to make Blue Cheer sound better.
Yeah, that's what I heard, that they're doing another reformation.
Yeah, they sound like crap now.
I never
Just got
liked...
this compilation that has Sebastian Cabot and William Shatner and Leonard Nimoy.
Oh, Golden
and they were-
Throats?
Yeah,
Isn't that horrible?
I haven't heard it yet.
It's so bad that it's cool, actually. They have William Shatner doing Mr. Tambourine Man. It's really...
Yeah,
You didn't
terrible.
believe how many of those that sell, though.
I'll bet you they're...
I'd rather listen to that than any rock and roll.
I'll bet you they sell millions.
You guys
Yeah.
listen to your fellow label mates at all?
Fuck no.
Listen
We
to
hate
him.
that
I mean,
grunge
like,
I was
shit.
hating even asking that question.
You get the
Yeah.
records free, probably, huh?
no. We have to
No.
buy our own
We
records.
aren't even interested in it.
So who are some influences of your band? Who are some of your major influences? Who's your main,
The nude.
Ted Nugent?
I
The
read an
Nuge.
interview.
The Nuge
know
now. He's in Damn
they were
Yankees. That's our
truthful,
influence.
they
Ted
Damn
Nugent
Yankees.
and the guy from Styx.
And Tommy Shaw from Styx.
Oh, yeah?
Tommy Shaw.
Night
Isn't he
Ranger.
from Nightmare? The drummer's got to be from somebody. He's not just a nobody, is he? Can't be a nobody.
He's that guy from
Involved in
ELO.
Ted Nugent.
Was,
No,
Phil
I broke-
Collins will probably end up playing drums for him,
Yeah.
Chad. Don't worry.
Okay.
Well, I mean, that's funny that you should say Ted Nugent. I got kind of the impression, I mean, when I first heard the Nirvana album, I thought it had kind of a 70s feel to it.
No, really, I can't stand Ted Nugent. Unless I'm really drunk. And I'm in the white trash mood and I've got a bottle of Jack Daniels in my hand.
Then Ted's all right, huh?
But that's the way it works with Ted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But really, I never really listened to him.
What does Tad eat?
Hot dogs.
Anything else, or just
Just wieners, not even in a bun.
does he use ketchup?
No, just plain hot
Just
dogs.
sits there and cooks them and eats them
Yeah.
by the plateful?
You know what I hate
That's
is
a-
getting
Thinks
a
he's
hot
in a
dog.
There's this
24
guy I
hour
work
hot
with
dog
that
eating
does the exact
contest.
same thing. They're like both the same size too. They should
They're
get
like
together.
burnt. He gets a hot dog and he puts it over a gas burner, and so he chars the outside and makes it all blistery, with the inside still raw and cold. That's how he likes them.
All right.
Okay, so do y'all have anything else to say about your record that's going to come out in September, I think? Is it September?
Hopefully.
If you like Faith No More, don't buy our record.
What if you don't like Faith no more?
You'll have a chance of liking us. A
Wow.
chance.
Don't
We'll
buy
give
Faith
anybody
No
a
More.
chance.
We'll give everybody a chance. There you go.
I enjoyed how you guys played Madison and Stain right back to back last night.
Oh.
Is that a real kind of marketing scam? The whole EP?
It's all, man.
Do back to back.
We've had
Yeah.
these just we've had everything like
both and
analyzed,
D.
and we've done like the demographics and find out what our target audience is, and we know what works for this town.
And you arrange your
Figures
set
don't
accordingly?
lie. What's that?
And then you arrange your set accordingly.
Yeah, yeah. What's a computer printout does it for us?
Yeah.
It just
Oh.
takes in the different ratios, you know. Are these hard rock people, or are they more
Faith No
glammy?
More fans?
Are they more Faith No More?
Or if you listen to Tad, mostly faggots.
I don't think I can really
Let's,
tell the difference
bags
between
and stuff.
anybody.
Yeah.
Let's
And,
let's see what Lice think about it.
And
Not a lot.
we feed it in this computer, and we get a printout out. Yeah, brain
Chad
cells.
holds the mic to his head.
This is your brain.
That's
This
okay.
is your brain on
we
drugs.
can put Lysol on it later, you know.
Whoa, dude.
I knew a kid that had lice and scabies at the same time.
Oh, man.
Heavy hitter.
We called him pee pants.
Pee pants.
Did his mom hang his dirty sheets out for the rest of the kids to see? Just
What-
to humiliate him?
Yeah.
What's that disease where the skin like chaps up completely and it looks like little patches of dried up skin scaled all over the
Psoriasis.
face?
The heartbreak of psoriasis.
What are you going to do?
Yeah. What can you do?
Not
Have hair on
shave.
your back.
This is the this is the dermatology
I
show.
had I really didn't want the listeners to know that.
Really. We'll let your emotions out.
We're
We're here to help. We can talk about it. If you have any other kind of dermatology problems, come
coming out
on.
of the
We'll
closet.
laugh
What do you
about it.
have? We can help.
One of the guys from Rifle Sport called up the
Flower.
other night.
Hey man, I don't care about no other bands. We're talking about my band
Hey, I didn't bring
here.
it up, man.
But listen,
We're
Okay.
talking with
I don't want to talk about nothing else, okay? Who do you think you are? We came in here to do an interview.
And what band
You
is
guys are
yours?
bringing us some other bands. I don't give a hoot nanny.
we're
about-
talking with Krist, Chad, and
Not even
Krist
Jesus
of Nirvana.
I don't care. Jesus. I'm not
Well,
anti-Semitic.
why don't you talk about your band, Mr. Ego?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Sure.
let's hear some more about Nirvana.
Let go of my ego.
Sure.
We went on a trip to China last summer, and we did a video on the Great Wall in rickshaws. It was a expensive video.
What for? What song?
Chris took off his shirt and writhed around.
For
He fell off the wall.
I thought that was the name of the song. I'm like, God, you guys are getting a little.
You know you have to be careful shooting videos now.
we did it for Negative Creep.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
Is
They
it
did-
is
we
it
were on
getting
Tiananmen Square too.
is it getting any
There were some
any
negative
play?
critics there.
I've
Yeah.
never seen it.
No, we've never bothered to send it out.
Nah. There was just one little thing. I just didn't like the way my hair was. The whole
If you
thing.
want a
I
copy of
ditched-
this
I
video,
ditched
send
it.
1995 to WORT. Care of
WORT.
CC and Ty.
Yeah.
We did record some videos live in this TV studio with a chroma key or something like that. There's like a blue screen in back of you. And we had, it was like an old time video, you know.
So
we had-
the band making headlines right now is Soundgarden.
Sound who?
Hey, who did that?
That's the Bronx Cheer.
The Crap.
Everyone's curious. Everyone, I speak for everyone because
everyone?
I'm.
I thought Soundgarden was extremely cliche and sold out when I saw him here in town. It was just so bogus that
I like some songs off the record, you know.
I thought it was
I
a
think
great
the first
show.
record was cool, but
But see, just that whole major label trip is just.
That's what I
this
was
sucks.
kind of
Yeah,
touching on. I
it's-
was wondering,
they were so cliche.
The business, man.
are you guys like Mudhoney completely satisfied just staying
Oh,
on
yeah.
Sub Pop
Yeah.
at this point?
I'd rather break up.
I know. Because
Well, we're jealous.
really,
I want to
It'll
play.
break
I
your
want us to
heart.
play speed metal, prog rock, jazz. But
That ought to hit at least 3 segments of the market. as it
Yeah,
were.
see, now there's a
Yeah,
thinking man
marketing,
back there.
Marketing.
So
That's how you look at it. Right.
That's the problem.
All these
actually.
bands, they sign to a major label, and then they get advanced a bunch of money, and then their record doesn't sell so good, or something
they
turns out
owe
weird.
them-
Right, and then the major label gets pissed off, and then that's the end of that,
Well,
right?
major
Then they've
labels got to
lost-
do what we want to do, or they can take a hike.
Right, but what happens is the band gets on the label, compromises their sound, doesn't sell any records anyway as far as the record company's concerned, and then turns around, dumps the band, and then the band's shit out of luck completely, both artistically and financially.
Yeah, that's why they're bestly known as tax write-offs, because then these bands end up owing them the
Well,
big
it's almost like-
labels money and stuff. So it's like all they have is all these little bands that they've blown off that they owe money to, so they get all this money coming on the side, which they use for taxes, and they don't need to touch anything else.
Well, yeah, that's correct. You know, Firetown's almost a perfect example of that, right? They also expect if the band hits, then they're then the big time hits, right? Then they're happy.
I think the root of all evil in the music business is MTV. I mean, that has ruined music 100%, I think.
Empty TV.
And it's once again made it inaccessible to bands like Nirvana and Sub Pop and Tad and well, Tad has the face that I think would work on MTV.
They rejected the Tad video.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, those pricks, those elitist fucks, you know what I mean?
But they'll show like something, you know, like total innuendo, poison or something. It's all calculated, see, is to be safe as possible, because most people don't really care about music. They don't.
They just want some kind of smooth entertainment or something.
Yeah, and so they're just fed that stuff, and
like sheep, they just
they just eat it up,
follow along, and
so it's just meant to make money. So they need listeners so they can hear the commercials, and
it's 100% bullshit.
Mama, there's a major label. It put a gun against my head.
See,
How about you guys?
let's hear about
why
your
don't you
guys'
tell
sexual
what your
orientation.
names are.
Hey.
No,
Give a
never
brief-
mind the sex.
We're celibate.
Give a brief
you are?
description.
Yes.
I'm
Yeah.
married.
Job
You're
status.
all eunuched out, huh?
Yeah.
I'm married. I like getting it on. My old lady doesn't like getting it on.
That sounds like a lousy marriage to me.
I'm not married. I don't have a girlfriend.
She has
and
better
sex
qualities.
is pointless. I like John Deere machines.
There you have it. Nirvana interview, as it were, sort of. Getting in to a little sub pop, a lot of sub pop, a whole lot of sub pop.